Well, new economic data for the month of January reveals the cost of most consumer goods rose for the month. But despite the increase, annual inflation continues to decline. CNN's Mike Valerio now joining us live from Los Angeles, California, with details on how sky-high prices continue to break household budgets and hearts. Mike.
And Mika, when we look at the overall picture of inflation, things are certainly moving in the right direction. But new numbers out today, specifically looking at a smaller subsection, we're talking specifically about January, offer some points of concern.
Consumer prices in January continued to decline on a year-over-year basis, but inflation edged higher for the month, up 0.5% from December, according to data released Tuesday by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics.
The critical thing is down, but not down nearly as much as we expected, and not down nearly as much as you would hope if you were, as the Fed is, currently trying to get inflation back towards some kind of normal.
The increase largely due to rising shelter costs, which accounted for nearly half the surge. Other key household budget items like food, gasoline, and natural gas also got more expensive in January, along with pricier motor vehicle insurance, recreation, apparel, and home furnishings. There were a few bright spots, though. Prices for used cars, medical care, and airline fares all falling from December. The new report comes on the heels of an unexpectedly strong January jobs report that saw a gain of more than 500,000 jobs. High inflation and a strong jobs market painting a confusing picture for economists.
We were heading in a high inflationary environment, and the probability for recession was significantly higher. Now that's completely been turned upside down.
Efforts by the Fed to ease inflation have yet to materialize in the economy, experts say, and more interest rate hikes are likely on the way.
We're just not seeing the cracking in the economy that people had anticipated at this stage, and I think it remains to be seen when that will show up.
And Mika, I think a point that brings this home, we are spending $400 more now than we were last year to buy the exact same goods and services on average. That's according to new data that's out from Moody's today. It just shows you that things are cooling off, but $400, boy, oh boy, it's still pretty tough for so many of us out there, Mika.
It really is. And Mike, before you go, this is all confusing data, and the markets took a beat to digest it earlier today. So walk us through some of the good news here. What is actually looking positive about the economy?
Sure. Well, the thing to take away here is that we were at a boiling point over the summer. In June, if you remember, inflation was at 9.1%, which is crazy for modern American data. So we went from 9.1% in June. We're now down to 6.4%, which means that we are past the peak right here. And there are prices that are cooling off, like visits to the doctor's office, to buy an airline ticket back to the mainland, for example. Fruits and vegetables, the prices of those are also cooling down at the grocery store, which is good news. And used cars as well. But Mika, what is just intransigent here are the prices of rent, mortgages, what we're paying for both of those, and for other food items, think eggs especially. Those are sticking points for inflation that are not coming down as fast as economists would like them to.
All right. Hopefully they will soon. Thank you so much, Mike Valerio, live from Los Angeles.
Yeah.